I am not sold on Clemson so far. I absolutely love Duke plus the points. Not
Good evening, degenerates, and welcome back to Degen Hours, your go-to podcast for all things sports, gambling, and degen entertainment. Boys, did we have a week last week or what? That was everything I needed and more.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
the fantasy draft in Vegas, week 0, college football, and we got into some action last week.
Penthouse living.
We got we're going to talk about everything. This week, though, week 1, college football, we finally get to see the real teams play. Week 0 was a nice teaser.
This is a little taste.
Yeah, it was like a step back into the mix.
Now we're getting the full course.
We're fully in the mix.
Welcome to Action Land.
We're swimming in the deep end now. We got all our main teams playing, and we could not be more excited. Before we get into the picks, let us tell you about a little something called the Subscriber Picks Parlay.
Ladies and gentlemen, people say there is no such thing as a free lunch. Well, we've changed all that. And we're here to give you a lot more than some stupid sandwiches.
The Subscribers Picks Parlay is a brand new way for you guys, the viewers, to have a chance at a free roll of all of our bets. Now, as gamblers, I know there's literally nothing better than a free roll. And that's what we intend to do by spending our money to give you guys a chance to win up to $1,500 for free every single week.
Here's how it works. At the end of each show during football season, we are going to be giving out our best bets of the week against the spread. These are known as our mortal locks. After everyone's given out their pick, we are going to be calculating live on the show how much a $50 bet would pay on the 5-way mortal lock parlay. Typically, this is going to pay out over $1,200. If all 5 of those bets hit this week, we are going to be giving away 100% of the winnings to one lucky person at no cost to you, the viewer, at all.
And all you have to do to have a chance at winning the Subscriber Picks Parlay is like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Us here at the pod appreciate any support we get on our videos. We can't wait for the week where we get to give away over $1,000 to one loyal subscriber. So if the parlay hits this week, we'll select one winner from our subscriber pool and announce that winner first thing in next week's episode.
We are locked in, boys. I can feel it. College football, NFL football is finally here, and we're going to hit that parlay multiple times this year, and you can get on the action and sweat it out with us right now. Now, there's a few ways you can do that. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh yeah, baby. Share with a friend, and you're going to win some money this year with us too.
The penthouse in Vegas was truly something else. We
Insane.
stayed at Resorts World, the 3-bedroom penthouse, literally on the top floor.
Yep.
There was no one above us, 25-foot ceilings.
Literally bigger
Felt like
than
in
our
Vegas.
house.
There was no one above us in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
There was no one. It was
just the roof.
We were on top of the universe.
No, we were literally on our own little wavelength as an entire unit. We had our fantasy draft. It went fantastic. How'd you guys feel about your teams? I mean, we have a vlog coming out, like some content from Vegas we're going to be posting probably like 4 or 5 days from now. But, I mean, just for a general recap, I love my team. I went Justin Jefferson first, but there was something that happened that really upset me.
Maybe in the third round.
In the third round, Jonathan Taylor was sitting there at the turn of the 2-3 where I sat 24-25 overall. And I had to take Jonathan Taylor. I just had to take Jonathan Taylor. I had no option.
Your hands were tied.
The news came out this week that he
Is at least missing.
he's out for 4 games. He's out for 4 games. Last year, I picked him first overall, and boy, did he me. I mean, he absolutely put it to me. And this year, I thought, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I guess I look like the fool now. But I think the rest of my team might be able to hold us up. We'll see how it goes. But
Dude, we were all saying it when you drafted him, too. We were all like, wow, Ty, that takes a lot of guts there. He did you so dirty last year, and now coming back for round 2, baby.
I have
Come
to.
on.
I just need Justin Jefferson to hold me off until something happens with JT. I don't know. We'll see.
He could do that.
How do you guys feel about your teams though? Like
I love my team. I won the championship last year. I don't know if you guys know.
they've heard like in every episode.
Okay.
I
just
don't
in
know if
case.
they've heard.
Okay. If
But
you
Ryan
wanna
did
hear it,
win.
You can hear it again. I'm only 2-time champion. Won last
Yeah.
year.
One and a half
They
champion.
gave me
Yeah.
half my team back. I just got Kelsey with the 10th pick, which is the most
That's crazy.
value thing you've ever seen. I told
Such
this
value.
podcast I would get it. I told no one would pick it. Bang, got him. Derrick Henry in the second. Love. Super underrated
Good
for no
pick.
reason.
Yeah.
He's going to perform. And then got my Aaron Jones, Kelsey like I had last year.
Yeah.
Just- once again, I just love my team. It'll do well, make the playoffs, take Mike's money. Everyone's happy.
Yeah, Tate, I know you were pretty stoked.
Yeah, I might have drafted, the scariest team in the league.
It is
Yeah.
pretty scary.
How-
I mean, it's
a-
pretty.
it's
let
a-
him know what you got.
Good team.
So first overall, we went Austin Eckler. Then in the second, we snagged Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
On the way back in the third, Devonta Smith, and then we went Alvin Kamara in the fourth, J.K. Dobbins in the fifth. I mean,
You could score some points.
You definitely
You
can
can
score
score
a few points.
That's going to go on get.
Yeah,
You know, J.K. and Alvin, I feel like are like the only like question mark ish.
yeah.
But like,
That's what I mean. That's why I mean it could be the scariest team.
yeah, chances one of them
There
does.
are
something.
some
think
question
Alvin-
marks, but
I would.
Dude,
I would love
Devontae
that.
Adams and Devontae Smith. We're just gonna, the Devontae team.
Devontae's. I am the Devontae's
Yeah. What's your team name?
right now.
Yeah.
What is my team?
It's the Adams
know.
family or something.
We're
Oh,
gonna-
yeah,
Adams
Adams
family,
family.
You got to change it to the Devontaes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
The
The
Devontaes
Tays.
family.
The
something like that.
Tays.
Mike, I know we're really happy with your draft. When we talked to you yesterday,
Let me-
you didn't know any of your players.
No. Let me just say this right. Let me just focus in. Let me hone in on you right here, right now.
Yeah.
All right. So every year, I double down on the fact that I have a serious
Gambling problem.
gambling affinity,
Mental illness.
and I'm sharp. I'm sharp.
Yeah.
Not a
Anyways,
problem.
he's always looking for improvements. No, that's not the problem part.
Always looking for improvements.
Did you have something to say?
Yes. I looked at my team for longer than I have done any year in the past.
Yeah.
I
So 7
quite
seconds.
literally I stopped, zoned out the rest of the world. I focused in on that draft board and I said, Michael, what do we think about this team? This team reads off.
Usually
Joe
you draft-
Burrow at quarterback. I got DK, AJ Brown at receiver. I got Tony Pollard, Brees Hall at running back. And I go, Michael, last year should have been your year, but for some reason the fantasy gods just did you dirty.
I mean, you.
when you ask for-
But they are giving it to me this year.
Wait,
this is the year that we
They're
win
gonna give it to you? How are they gonna do that?
Mike, last year in the championship, you literally wished death upon someone and it happened.
I don't. He didn't die.
He
Didn't die.
The fantasy gods.
The guy made.
Theoretically, for a couple
legally,
seconds,
he
yeah.
was dead.
No,
Dude,
I do think he
the
died.
guy made the 53-man roster this year. He's fine. He's doing well. I don't like whatever. It's in the past.
They
you know?
resuscitated him. You
I
wish,
do like I poked the guy with the voodoo doll. What,
I'm that
what's
good. When you
what's
try
the
to
worst?
beg the fantasy gods to kill someone, I still beat you.
Hold on. Huh? Hey.
he did do that. It's 100%. Mario, how do you feel about your team?
I like my team. So first round we went Nick Chubb. Second round we went.
Whoa, over McCaffrey. In case
Over
anyone, he went with this
That
guy.
is true.
He
Pull
told
up-
on the channel.
Pull up the clip.
Yeah.
He actually said in our running backs podcast that he would draft Chubb over McCaffrey. No one believed him.
And he
Yep.
did it.
He did it.
Respect.
Yeah.
Who I think is going to be the best running back this year. I'm putting my money. Nick Chubb. Number one.
Wow.
Wow.
I think
kinda
this
love
is the
it.
year for Chubb.
I don't hate it, but it's
I don't hate it. It's just
I hate it
ridiculous.
so much.
it's disrespectful.
Okay, so hold on a second.
Crazy.
You're gonna take Nick Chubb above Christian McCaffrey in all your fantasy drafts.
Yes, that's my RB1 this year. So I went with my RB1, Nick
Yeah.
Chubb. Round two, I went with I don't even know
Did
who my
you
team is.
Gibbs?
Gibbs,
Yeah, Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs. Because I thought I went Josh Allen. Josh Allen went round three.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh Allen round three. I like my team. I think it's pretty good, but the only thing I would maybe consider is maybe going a receiver in the fourth. I went Dalvin Cook just because towards the end of the fourth round, it just
Yeah.
was like too value, and the dude, he's such a good running back. So I went Dalvin Cook, and then I went Brandon Ayuk, Deontay Johnson, George Kittle, and so that's my team.
That's pretty good.
I like it. I think it's pretty like well-rounded. We have good players or solid players everywhere.
Yeah.
I just wish maybe I don't know, maybe fourth round go receiver and then get a running back
Yeah.
like Khalil Herbert or something in the fifth and then receiver in the sixth.
No, I got you.
That's the only thing, but I like my team.
Yeah. No, cool. I think everyone's pretty stoked on the
Yeah.
season.
I'm just excited for the season.
We can't wait. This is the last week of college football where we don't have NFL. So every week after this will be
Double down.
to be talking about NFL and
Still a
college
great
football.
week.
Oh
Still
no,
a
this is
great
gonna be an
week.
amazing week. Just quickly before we move on to recap last week's cards, how did everyone do in gambling on the trip? We can go around the room. You can just say up or down, little or a lot. You don't have to say numbers if you don't want. Tate, we'll start with you. And then how'd you do this weekend?
Well, the card went well.
No, not the card, not sports bets, like
Gambling in the casino.
craps, pie gal, like moving around. How'd you do?
Tri-card.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan,
I was bad. I wasn't the worst, but I didn't go up.
you were up to start.
Yeah, I was up like 3,100 to start, and then pie gal, craps, and pretty much everything ever invented at casino.
Roulette.
Decided to
Yeah,
do
Ryan
something very
Blackjack.
bad to the backside of my body.
Yeah, Ryan ran the gauntlet. He literally went game to game, and they just kept giving it to him real good. I had a great weekend. I mean, I lost a decent bit in craps, and then I just went home. The pie gal tables, face up pie gal. I robbed the casino in face up pie
blind.
gal. I played probably 15 hours of pie gal, sometimes double handing for some pretty substantial bet sizes every time, and it was great. So we're up a good amount, boys, and I had a great trip, and the card was up too. Not the mortal, the card. But Mike, how'd you do?
Well, let me be an example to all you wonderful people. I set an amount that I was comfortable bringing, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to have fun with this. It'll last me for however long we were there.
Yeah.
I ended up doing a little more than 3x that, and I'm down bad. So yeah, I'm an example.
Let the comeback be real though.
I was gonna say,
Bang! What's
Donate-
this week's card make up for everything?
Donate to the Michael Fund.
does this have
We'll put his Venmo down below.
Please
don't worry.
donate.
The GoFundMe.
If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Every subscribe feeds Michael for one day.
One Ritz cracker. That's
Yeah.
all I need.
So we need all that. Mario, how'd you do? Oh, you didn't really gamble too much, right?
Didn't
you
gamble-
stayed just on college football.
Yeah, I went with a plan because me, Ryan, and Tate and a few others went pretty early. So I went with a plan to bring a little bit of money and kind of save it for the last day, just to kind of gamble at the end. So that was my game plan going in. Most Vegas trips I have like a bigger bankroll, but this was a little smaller. Went last day, played a little pie gal with you,
Yeah.
made a little bit of money, played some tri-card, and I ended up like 250 on the trip or something. So,
Hey,
yeah, I
I'll
mean,
take it.
that's a win.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
win.
very
A
good.
win's
That's
a
a
win.
win.
Yeah.
All right, let's quickly go ahead and recap everyone's cards. This is not including the mortals. We'll recap the mortals right after. I went 4-2 last weekend. Great start to the week. I mean, like, there's no better feeling than giving out 6 picks and 4 of them just coming in. If you're following my picks, you're loving it. Yeah, the mortal was just pain, but we're gonna talk about it in a sec. Ryan and Mike, you guys both had very similar weekends. Your cards both 1-3. So
And we're both down in Vegas, and
yeah, you guys are basically 20. You guys have been
No, I'm
together
not gonna finish that.
every step of the way. They've been in sync this offseason.
Ryan,
So.
yeah, I know. Ryan's been on Team Michael. This
Yeah, you guys have been
entire-
doing
so-
everything together, 1-3 together, losing in Vegas together.
We said we don't know if you
A lot
want
of-
to.
lot of this,
Yeah, a lot of under the tables. You
Week
never
0.
know. Yeah, week 0. We'll
I
see
don't-
if
we
that
have to bet on
changes.
freaking San Jose State and fucking Vanderbilt and garbage. We'll see.
Mario
I'm just sharp. Man.
Mario gave out 3 college football picks and 6 soccer.
Yeah,
You-
college football. I couldn't hit anything
You were
except
0
the
for 3.
mortal.
0 for 3 in college football.
Yeah, and all my picks, they were. I think the only one that was live for a second until San Jose backdoored was the USC spread.
Yeah.
That was the only one that ever had a chance.
That
Yeah.
backdoor is the dirty one.
Yeah, and you were 3-6 total, so you went 3-3 on soccer, 0-3 in college football, and then
Yeah.
the only other person above 500, not quite 4-2, but one below, 3-2 with Mr. Tate over there.
Bang.
You had a good weekend overall.
That's why I said, yeah, the card was nice to me this weekend.
Yeah, and because, and this will be our segue right here. Your mortal hit as well.
Oh yeah, baby. That's even better. If I could go 0-5 but hit my mortal, I do it every week.
Yeah,
Whoa.
but you didn't. You were still above 500 and hit the
Yeah, that's
mortal.
what you
Yeah.
want to bet.
SDSU Ohio
do it.
under. The only other person, sadly, who hit their mortal was Mario, and that was an easy one. Earliest game.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put it away
the crazy
early.
thing is that me and Mario's was never a sweat.
never
No,
sweat.
neither of
But
them.
everyone
no.
else's was a sweat the entire game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Notre Dame got the
was
ball,
almost dead.
scored immediately, got the ball again, scored immediately. It was just,
I mean, Sam Hartman looks
Oh, he
amazing.
looked good, yeah.
He looked
He could
really,
be.
really
He could
good.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked really, really good.
I mean,
And
he's a veteran of college football.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
6th year. I mean, he's wheeling and dealing.
given that yours two were the only two that hit, obviously the subscriber picks parlay did not pay out last week. We're gonna change that this week though.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Quick, just to go over the mortals that lost. My mortal, the under in the SDSU or San Jose State USC game. It looked good in the first quarter. It was 7-7. Then they just both went nuclear. No defense played in that game. Brutal because I had SDSU or not.
San
I keep
Jose
saying
State.
SDSU. San Jose State. All month, literally all month plus the 30, and they covered that. So I'm pissed I switched off of it. Mike's mortal was a bummer because he had Ohio plus the 2.5.
Curtis Rourke getting hurt first quarter.
First quarter, and they
Yeah.
only lose by 7. He
Yep.
plays, they for sure win that game outright. Like
Oh,
100%
100%.
chance. So that was a
they were
brutal
looking
beat.
good when he was.
And
there.
then-
It's not only
yeah.
that, but their backup quarterback who ended up playing the remaining 3 quarters, he started off with an interception, kind of started cleaning it up for the rest of the game, and then he had one game-winning drive with like a minute left, throws a pick right off the bat.
Yeah,
Oh my
that was
God.
pain. And then Ryan's mortal was a tough one. Hawaii looked a lot better than we thought.
Dude, it was ridiculous. It wasn't, but it wasn't even bad because I'm sitting there watching, so comfortable. They're up 35-14, and it was up 35-14. Vanderbilt has the ball. They're about to drive, throw a deep ball. They call a pass interference penalty, pick up the flag. Vanderbilt then goes downs, 4 and out.
Yeah.
Hawaii scores on the next play. One of those where after they pick up the flag, then they
That's
immediately
tough.
score 14 straight and they lose the bet.
Yeah.
Wow, they didn't score.
So subscriber picks parlay did not hit this week, but we're going to be doing it again every single week. So a chance for you to win money. And just a side note, something we just thought of. We just hit like 55, 56 subscribers.
Yeah.
Whenever we hit 100 subscribers, we're just going to give $100 to one of you guys.
Yeah.
No bets attached. Like literally
for you guys.
44 more
Just
subscribers to
raffle
go.
off one
Like we're
subscriber.
going
Ninja
to,
stars.
we'll make a video of it. We'll post it as a clip, list out every subscriber's name, random number generator, contact you, send you $100. So that being said, let's go ahead and make some
Do it,
picks.
baby.
We are here, week 1 action. There's so much to talk about.
Too much. I love it.
So many games.
The way we're going to split this up, I want to talk about the top ranked teams, their matchups to start, and then we're going to go to the 5 biggest marquee games of the week, not just with the best teams, but the best games, the best lines.
Love it.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're going to give out our cards. So we have a lot of
Love
football
that.
to talk about. I say we just dive in.
Let's do it.
Let's do
First
it.
ranked team, Georgia, number 1 overall. They play at UT Martin. The spread is 44.5, and
Yeah.
books really aren't even carrying this number. I'm not really seeing a lot of over/under numbers.
Yeah.
But I'll just start off. I mean, the dogs are the dogs.
Yeah.
They're the dogs. I don't see UT Martin scoring more than 7 points this game, and I think Carson Beck wants his first real game as a true starter to be a big one. I love Georgia, and when I find this over line, I'm also going over because they're going to win by 90. Like, this game might be 75-0.
I might bet the over, but I think they win by 41 exactly. 41 is just the number I'm gonna just feel it in your loins and you call it. UT Martin covers the 44 now.
Okay, so you're not all over Carson Beck.
I'm not yet proven by Carson Beck.
Okay, Tate.
This is an absolute joke that I have to make a pick on this game. I'm all over UT Martin this year.
Ah, wait, this year.
This year.
No, I'm kidding. Give me the dog.
I was like, hold
I was
on.
even
Mike,
a little worried.
Hold up.
Mike, you also on the dogs?
I mean, obviously, I'm on the dogs. All I'm gonna say is I read an interview with the head coach of
You
UT
read
Martin.
an interview?
I read the transcript of an interview that happened.
There you go.
with
In
the head
an,
coach.
in an article. In an
loves
article.
reading.
It wasn't an article. It was actually in a report.
Mike's
but
an avid
A
reader.
report.
It was a report, but basically the non so verbatim
Yep.
wordage usage of this was something like,
What the?
there's no way we can win this game, but we're gonna learn a lot, and we're probably gonna be learning throughout the game.
So you're on
and
Georgia.
so basically, he has no faith in his team. They're gonna get crushed by 75.
Okay, Georgia.
Bang.
Mario?
Long way to stumble there.
Yeah, we got there.
I read.
We got
I
there.
read
The
about
public.
I read about it.
I'm not going to be betting this game.
No, neither
I
one.
won't either.
Georgia's going to win, and UT Martin is not even going to cross half field.
Bang.
How much you want?
That being said, I think it goes. I think they cover the spread, but I don't think it's like
I
a
think-
75. I think they win probably like 48-0.
I bet you UT scores single point.
A field goal. I mean, I don't know. I mean, last time we did this with TCU, and they scored one lucky touchdown.
That was a crazy bet.
Hey,
Last year
wins
for the
the
champions.
wins the
Last
wins.
year
That
for
was a crazy bet.
we were in Vegas. Mario and Ryan both may have had a few to drink. We were in Uber on the way to a club, and Mario said that Georgia would hold TCU to no touchdowns, or was it 0 points?
0 points.
0 points.
I said they wouldn't cross half field.
And Ryan gave you 10-1 on it, and
They did
TCU
one
ended
time.
up scoring 1 touchdown off like a lucky long.
first
Yep.
fucking
Yep.
4 minutes of the game.
Yep.
Easiest bet of my life.
It was crazy, and that's the only points they scored the whole game.
Yep.
All right, moving on, because I think we all want to get in the better games.
Yep.
Number 2 ranked Michigan at ECU. Michigan minus 36.5, over under 52. Mario, how are you feeling about this game?
Give me ECU. Give me ECU.
Do you just like them?
I just
And also dislikes Michigan, but yes.
yeah, it's a combination of both.
Okay.
Michigan, those boys, listen, they're an okay team. You can call them good. You know, me and Ryan had our little tit for tat, about what good means.
Yeah.
Listen, they're like a top 15, maybe borderline top 10, school.
Borderline.
They're
Borderline
around
top 10.
the 8 to 10 range.
Borderline top 10.
Listen, they can play, but there's just no way they're covering 36 and a half. You're out of your mind if you think they're covering. I mean, JJ McCarthy. I mean, what? The boy, he could throw what? 10 yards? Maybe on a good day.
Put some respect on
It's
that
like-
boy.
it's like
yeah,
Brett-
put
it's
some
like
respect
Mike's-
on that.
I mean, the
boy.
only time you could throw deep is on Ohio State. So I don't know.
All right.
But give me ECU.
You're all over ECU.
I love it.
Mr. Yoon.
I have a lot of feelings about this game. I'm gonna talk a little bit more on them when we get to our Mortal segment.
Ooh.
But I have
Wow.
a lot of feelings on this game.
Okay.
Just to start with a couple of facts. Head coach Jim Harbaugh going to be starting his 3-game suspension, so he won't be there.
He will be out.
Along with their offensive coordinator, Sharon Moore, who is doing a self-imposed single-game suspension, will also not be in attendance at that game. Again, I'll go into it more, but yeah, I like ECU. That's all I'm saying. I like ECU.
I may have to
I like
switch my
ECU.
Immortal.
Mike's not.
No, I'm joking.
Hey,
Mike's
do
not
whatever
going to tell
you
you.
want. Do
Mike's
whatever
not
you
going
want.
to tell you too much information, but
He loves
he
ECU.
likes
and
ECU.
he
and
provided a bunch
doesn't
of
like-
facts.
But he's not going to say. He's
Yeah,
not
I'm
going
not
to say
saying
anything.
anything.
Let's hold
I'm
off.
not saying
on,
anything.
He's going to hold off on talking about him until the end.
yeah.
But he said it.
Tyler, how are you feeling about Michigan?
I don't like Michigan. I mean, I have their over for the season-long wins at 10.5. I think that's cake. Like, that is easy. This game in particular, though, I do like ECU plus the points. I think Michigan, I could see them winning by 28 and just, no one really saying anything. Like, if they win by 28, it's not like a letdown even. But
No,
I do
it's
think,
a domination.
I do think they don't look
Even if they win
great.
by 35.
Yeah, ECU also finds a way early in the season. They did this last year to make really close games. I know they were my upset 2 weeks in a row, and they almost beat good teams back-to-back weeks. They blew them, so I don't think ECU's gonna win, obviously. But yeah, give me the points, 30 plus 36.
Dude, they're not a bad team. They ended 9-4 or
No, yeah.
9-5 last year.
They're
They're
terrible.
not.
But anyways,
We know where Ryan's going.
No, I don't. I have really no.
The closet Michigan fan.
Clearly.
I have no input on this game at all. I just have the over because in case Michigan blows them out, they can score 60-0 and win. In case ECU keeps it close, Michigan's going to put 35 on ECU regardless. So if they keep it close and it's 35-28 or whatever, I'll hit the over. So over 52 is easy.
I like the over.
All right, Tate.
Yeah, I think a little bit like what Ryan said. I actually kind of like ECU to cover this, but I really don't want to. I really don't want to bet on ECU here plus the 36 because Michigan. There's a reason why the line is 36.5.
Yeah.
Michigan could quite literally actually kill them, and if they do, I think ECU's not going to go without scoring. So I love the over here.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, Ryan, we're gonna hop right back to you. Stay in the Big Ten. Your boys, Ohio State, playing against our cameraman Kevin's home school, Indiana. Ohio State minus 30 over under 59. How are you feeling about your Buckeyes this year? Kyle McCord announced the starter a couple days ago.
Yes. In this game, you can have 3 bets that are all free, whatever you want. Take the over. Ohio State's going to score a shitload of points. Their defense has to learn how to play throughout the season. All new defenders. Take the team total over. Once again, Ohio State's going to score a shitload of points.
What's that number?
Team total over.
Well, you can get it. It was like a 38.5 or something.
Okay.
Something ridiculous. And then, well, it changes. I don't know the exact number. And then lastly, you could take the Ohio minus 30 because they're going to kill Indiana. All of them, easy wins. I think they score in the 50s, open it up. I just think they're going to run all over Indiana's terrible defense.
Yep.
And we have 3 running backs that can all play on a lot of schools. So
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine.
Tate?
Indiana's bad this year, and they got worse. This team is terrible. They're going to be in the bottom of the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to. I think people are going to realize this is going to be too small of a line for Ohio State.
Yeah.
They should win by 35 plus easy.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised the line wasn't bigger. You look at all the top
At
teams.
Indiana, we start
It's
off
because
slow.
we haven't seen Kyle McCord play.
We also start off slow.
Yeah.
Last year we almost lost.
I think a lot of
That's-
college football teams, like you saw that even the first quarter with USC.
Well, also
It's like it takes kind of a quarter just to kind of get your feet under you and kind of
but also
nerves out.
nobody knows how they're gonna play, so they have no idea. This is just like a guess, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, we have no
new
information.
quarterback
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah, so I was stumbling around and I was trying to figure out this bet. I was like, I don't know which side I like, but I really do think they just roll over Indiana. So I'm going Ohio State minus the points.
Yeah, I mean, my two notes is one, the defensive coordinator who Ryan was talking about, they need a little bit of time to warm up. It's his second year with the program. I think that helps a lot. And then the 2-star running backs, Trayvon Henderson and Mike and Williams are both. Mayan
They're
Williams are
gonna run
both.
all over us.
Yeah, they're full steam
Like Kyle
ahead.
McCord's
So
gonna get to relax this game.
yeah,
Not gonna play.
I can't see any way Ohio doesn't.
This
cover
is
the
not one of the
spread here.
losses that Michael has on their.
No, it's not. He has 4
No.
losses for him now. Mario,
I'll be real with those when they come in, but that's not.
he's
this
going to be
week.
real.
Mike
That's not
always
this
keeps it
week.
real.
Mike keeps it real. He makes
I
sure.
keep it 100.
How are you feeling about this one?
100.
I'm right now leaning on Ohio State minus 30. That's the line I like the most.
Okay.
I'm curious. I haven't looked. I just thought of this like a minute ago. I haven't looked at any first half lines, but I might be interested in looking at some first half lines.
Yeah, it's
'Cause-
probably gonna be like minus 19.5 or something crazy.
Yeah, probably 20. Yeah.
I still kind of like that.
I like that for Ohio State too. I would be curious what the first half over under is, because maybe
Yeah.
they start off kind of slow and then kind of explode, kind of like USC. So,
Okay.
but yeah, give me the points. Ohio State. They're gonna win by 35.
Wait, Ryan, why do you like the over so much if you think that Ohio State's literally just gonna like steamroll? You think Indiana
No,
can put up points or
Yeah,
like?
Indiana's gonna put up some points. It's at home. Their first game at home. I
Yeah,
just
they'll
think-
score a touchdown.
I just think Ohio State will score 50+ points. Like literally, like their offense.
They'll do 90% of the
Kyle McCord's
work.
gonna realize like he doesn't have to do anything. This game.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have to do anything.
Yeah.
He's gonna have all day to
Just
throw.
lob to Marvin Harrison, lob to Mecca, run Mayan, run.
Gosh,
Trayvon.
you're Marvin
I
Harrison.
mean, Marvin Harrison.
Yeah,
Oh,
Marvin
wow.
Harrison's gonna be electric to watch. That'll
Ryan
be
Williams,
fun.
Travion Henderson.
Marvin
Mecca,
Harrison,
Luka,
2
and Marvin
touchdowns.
Harrison.
Whatever
They
that
all-
line is, Marvin
Marvin
Harrison, 2
Harrison.
touchdowns.
That's like
Yeah.
Give me that
dude,
line.
If they can get him the
core
ball.
and the running backs, like an NFL team, dude.
If they can get him the ball. Last game of the top teams before we go into the main games. Obviously, LSU would be up there, but that's the most important game of the week that we're going to talk about last. Last game is Middle Tennessee, Alabama. Bama is minus 39. I'll just go ahead and start. You always bet Bama in their season openers.
Yeah.
They are 13-2 in their last 15 years against the spread and are 15-0 on the money line. Still no quarterback named.
Yeah.
We're filming Tuesday, so I'm sure by Friday they've maybe not actually named one because they still haven't given out any depth chart. Saban's like keeping this very close to the vest.
Yeah.
He's been very complimentary about Milroe, but I actually wouldn't be surprised to see if multiple quarterbacks play this game. Not even just if they're winning, like
and half.
first quarter, second quarter. Like they have 3 quarterbacks, including the 5-star freshman.
Yeah.
That are in the running. So I wouldn't be surprised if they play all of them. But yeah, Bama uses this game as a practice. Minus the 39. You minus 45 if you want. I'll spread it. Like this is.
No, yeah, I completely agree. I think this is a game where, like most big teams, they don't matter. Like Georgia won't care about if they win by 38, 45, 28, all that.
Yeah.
I think Bama this year is kind of on the cup. People don't trust them this year. So every game, Saban's going to go in and beat the shit out of people, no matter who it is. And I think this will be the opener that literally is like their defense will not admit Tennessee score more than like 6 points.
Yeah.
I think it might be like 55-3, like something just absurd and just murder.
Yeah, I like the over 51.5 too.
Yeah, don't overthink it. Give me Nick Saban.
All right. Are we all writing Saban here?
Yeah, I wrote down. Don't think bet Bama.
Love it. Oh god. Oh, Tennessee. Here we go.
Here's the thing.
Oh,
Give me the over.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as Bama covering 39.5, if Milroe is the quarterback, give me Middle Tennessee.
Okay.
wait.
plus
But
the-
what if they do
quarterback
the
only for
committee?
quarter.
Yeah, what if they do a committee?
They wouldn't do a quarter. They would do a half.
I don't think they're gonna announce who the starter is.
I love it.
Like until like
That would
right
be
before the
disgusting.
game. Like
I think how it, from what I would guess or my estimation would be, Milroe probably off of just being in the program, and he kind of played a little bit last year.
Yeah.
Saban probably feels like he's a little bit owed kind of the position, at least to start.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the beginning when Tua was better than Hurts when they were at Bama, but they still let Hurts start the season. I think Milroe's going to be the starter. He's at least playing the first half, like without a doubt.
I think he will.
31-0, yeah.
And if if they're up a ton, maybe they might put in someone at the end. But I think Milroe's probably going to play this game just because it's such an easy game. You kind of want to like work him into the offense.
Give him confidence.
Give him confidence. But yeah, he's just not a great quarterback. So yeah, give me the
So you
points.
like the over, and you're taking the points with Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Well, that'll be our best teams games this week. Yeah, no consensuses.
What do you mean?
Well, it's Ohio State. Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Everyone has Ohio State.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe a scary sign. Who knows? But yeah, let's talk about the best games this week. Now we're going to talk about the best overall matchups of the week, not just the best teams.
Yep.
These are the games that we're definitely going to be on opposite sides of, probably some heated debate, difference of opinions, which I love always. It's week 1. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this.
Yeah.
First game I want to talk about, West Virginia at Penn State. Penn State is minus 20.5, and the over-under is 50.5. Mario, how are you feeling about this game? You leaning any way in particular?
This is a hard game to judge. I'm going to go with Penn State. I just trust them more as an organization, or I mean, as a program, not an organization. They're university.
I mean, they've done some great things as a program. Sandusky. I mean, they have a long history.
You love mentioning Sandusky.
You have to. Penn State is synonymous with molestation. Like they love.
I think it's molestation is the proper way.
All right. Well,
Michael would know. You sharp.
Mike is
No, I just.
Michael's
no, he doesn't.
I speak English. I can.
Michael's
say,
a big fan of the program. He's a big fan.
He is a big fan.
I
of
like the
program.
whiteout game. What can I say?
Wow.
Okay. Well, Penn State is the home team. It's not a whiteout game, unfortunately, Mike.
Not a winner game.
I'm just saying.
But he's a big fan of the program.
He's a big fan of the program.
He loves what they do over there.
Give me Penn State the points.
Mike, loving the way they run things over there. What are we feeling about Penn State?
Not very well about either of the two offenses, West Virginia or Penn State. I do think Penn State has a really strong defense though this year. 8 of their starters were named in like a freak athletes kind of top 100 list that was released recently. I think they're monstrous.
That's so many players. That's
Hey, but it's 100 and there's
every
a lot.
team, every top
Yeah,
team.
but there's
like
a lot
number
of schools.
99 and
There's a lot of
number
schools. There's a lot of
100.
53-man rosters. You know, there's a lot of players out in the
way
world.
bigger rosters in college than 53. But yeah.
Amen. Exactly. So, getting back to my point, take the under 50.5.
Hate that.
Okay.
Bang.
All right. West Virginia everywhere. West Virginia every year finds a way to just do me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, no matter which side I'm on, they just give it to me.
Yeah.
And last year I had a couple games where I was big on West Virginia, and they really just took me out behind
They just
the barn.
choke.
Yeah, no, they
Fourth quarter.
Who's throwing the ball there?
This year?
Yeah.
I honestly don't even know.
Who cares?
No clue.
I have no
Do
idea.
they still have that quarterback from USC?
USC, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even remember. I'll look it up. You go ahead and look it up. But my whole point was I hate Penn State even more than I hate West Virginia for screwing me.
Yeah, I hate Penn State.
So out of spite, I'm going to pick West Virginia, and maybe they switch it up. Maybe they stop hurting me. Give me West Virginia plus the 20.5.
Yeah, it's gonna still hurt, unfortunately. After
No.
this game. But this is where Penn State's just gonna prove that they're a top 10 team, especially on the defensive side.
Top 10.
Yeah.
Oh, defensive side. Oh, okay.
Top 10 defensive team.
Yeah. Top 10 defensive.
You didn't mean top 10 overall.
They're gonna be top 10 overall.
Really?
Yes. They're going to be a top 10 overall team. But anyways, their defense is going to be top 10. As Michael was saying, I don't think he understands that they brought back 7 starters. Only person they lost was Joey Porter. This team knows how to play against good teams, and against shit teams knows how to roll them. So I just think at home, this is going to be a good game that they easily win by.
How do they only bring back 7 starters if they only lost Joey Porter?
No, because they bumped up people like freshmen or...
Oh, so they bench starters from last year?
Yeah, there was like 2 linebackers that they benched for like sophomores. Or something.
They have 7 starters returning.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, never mind. The math wasn't.
I could have said it
there.
wrong, but yeah, they have their defense is stacked, and I think they win by like 34. This would be easy win, kill them, especially at home. If it was away, I'd feel a little different. The Big Ten teams are good at home, so.
Never catch me picking West Virginia for the rest of my life. JT Daniels killed me last
JT
year.
Daniels.
Oh, that was
He
that
was
mother-
He killed me. He
Terrible.
killed me week 1.
I hated
Week 1, he was my mortal.
Yeah, he kills me every week.
every week. It doesn't matter. You go.
Is he still quarterback?
No, he's gone. He's gone.
Who's their quarterback this
Oh,
year?
who's their...
It was
So nobody.
Whatever.
Nobody. Some new guy.
Alright,
Never
alright.
heard
You know what?
of. Yeah.
I might do a live change in spite of Penn State. I might tail Tyler.
West
So,
Virginia.
West Virginia.
viewers, no logic for it, just for
Still Penn
My
State
logic-
minus the 20.5.
Yeah, my logic is just the
You're
Big
right,
Ten.
Big logic, guys.
no. You think Penn State's gonna win the whole division? So.
No, I didn't say. I mean, I did
You
say
literally
that.
said that.
I didn't say that today, but
No,
I said
didn't
that
say it.
previously.
Nah, I didn't
You know, I'll
I've said
play.
that previously, but not today.
I'm gonna live change the live change. I'm gonna play it safe over 50.5.
Wow.
Two live changes.
Two live
Two live
changes.
changes.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang,
Over.
bang.
I
Two
love
live
it.
changes.
That one I could ride with.
All right,
Dude,
well,
that
yeah.
one's awful.
I can't wait to watch that game and just hate on all of these teams and just be miserable the whole time. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah.
Second game I want to talk about, Boise State at Washington. Washington minus the 14.5, over under at 58.5. I want to go ahead and just kick this one off. I love Washington this season.
Big Michael Penix
Michael
guy.
Penix, all over him. They're my pick to win the Pac-12. So obviously I am laying the number here. Washington minus 14.5. I absolutely love this spot. Let Penix cook. I think Boise State is one of those teams that every year people like, they just know the name. Like Boise State's like never ranked really,
No.
but people know the name. They know
They
they
just
have
got that blue
the
field.
blue
They
field.
win like
Yeah,
9
yeah.
games.
and I think
excited.
people bet on them for that reason. They're like, oh, like I'm getting all these points at Boise State. Like, no. Washington's actually there this year. Michael Penix is a top 5 quarterback. He will be drafted high next year. So I think they want to make a statement. It's at home too. Just over 2 touchdowns. I mean, I thought this line would be much bigger. I'm all over Washington. Right?
I'm gonna just gladly skip over myself for no reason at all, besides maybe something that's to do with Immortal. But let's go
Bang.
I really hope it's Washington. That way I can just ride even harder.
We'll see.
Tate?
Well,
I have to say, I would be, like obviously, Ryan or Tyler said like the Boise State thing. Oh, they're Boise State or whatever. Like I think if this game was in Boise,
maybe a little different.
Yeah, the color.
It
it
was
would
hard
it
to
would
see.
be like it would be a little different, but it's in Washington, and Michael Penix is my Heisman favorite. So give me the Dogs minus 14.5.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much on the same boat. I love Michael Penix Jr. I mean, not as much as Bo Nix, but I like him enough. I respect the guy.
Ugh.
All right, relax with that. Anyways, he has a absolute stud of a receiver. It's also Pac-12. That way, I have 2 picks for this game, which is going to be Washington, lay the numbers, and also the over of 58.5.
Ooh,
Love it.
big on the points. Mario?
Big on the points.
Yeah, I looked at this Boise State roster and didn't know like a single person.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah. Conversely, with Washington, I really only know Michael Penix. No one really stood out either. So I'm purely just going off the play of Michael Penix here.
I think they have one of the best wide receivers in the country at Washington.
They might.
That
I'm
is
pretty sure they do. But
I mean, no name like stood out to me, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's fair.
maybe they do. So I'm purely just going off quarterback play here because it's early in the season. It's Pac-12. These teams always put up points.
yeah.
So Michael Penix, I'm gonna go with the over.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be wheeling and dealing.
Okay.
That's kind of my general
that.
Pac-12 rule of thumb. Is
Pac-12
like,
overs are
just
yeah,
over.
mint.
Just
No, it's so fun
don't
to
think.
watch. Third game we're going to cover here, North Carolina at South Carolina. This is the Saturday night game. Huge game. Like this is like the Carolinas rivalry. This is massive.
Yeah.
North Carolina's minus 2.5 while it's in South Carolina.
Surprising.
Over under 64.5. Like this is a huge game. I am so excited to hear what you guys think. Mario, how you feeling?
I'm way on the over.
Way over.
Over 64.5. That's getting cleared
Okay.
easily. Drake May, 450 yards, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, this is. I don't want to change my Heisman pick, but because I love Caleb, but
Yeah.
Drake May, like I don't know. I've just been reading about how he's looking. This may be the year.
He's sliding.
Oh, I'm just gonna say watch out for Drake May.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
just gonna leave it at that.
watch out for Drake May for sure. Caleb, your Heisman pick did look unbelievable.
He did look good.
I mean,
He did look good.
That pass where like he fumbled the snap and then
then just
ran it and did
threw
like
it off one
That was awesome.
One foot, and he
That
didn't
was
even
awesome.
like put anything
No.
in. He just like
He
flicked it.
flicked it.
Crazy.
And it went.
Yeah.
absolutely crazy. Yeah,
But it's against San Jose State. If Drake May balls out against South Carolina,
in South
in
Carolina.
South Carolina.
At night, Saturday night game. Yeah, that stadium is gonna be rocking.
because I'm not saying that North Carolina, I would like them to win. It's in South Carolina. So I don't know. But all I know is Drake May is going to ball out.
Yeah.
And if he pulls out a win in South Carolina week 1,
Against Spencer Rattler, too.
against Spencer Rattler, who I despise, watch out for North Carolina.
Yeah. Mike?
I looked at this game. I was very in the middle. I wasn't gonna force myself to kind of lean one way or the other. So I decided to look at what the public was betting and kind of see if I could make a choice off that. We have for the spread 46% for North Carolina, 54 for South Carolina for the totals, 43 for the over, and 57 for the under.
It's a perfect split.
I'm genuinely lost on this game. I'm personally not gonna bet it, but I'm excited to watch.
So no pick.
No pick. I'm excited to
I
watch.
respect that.
I respect that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could not be more excited about any game this week besides Clemson. And Clemson strictly just for the fan in me. We got ETN jersey on. But this is my favorite game. I literally, my hands start shaking when I look at this line.
Yeah.
I am so excited to bet this game. And it is easily my mortal. I'll have so much to say about this when we talk about mortals.
Oh,
and
boy.
yeah, we'll move on to Ryan. But just know that when I saw this was the Saturday night game with the chosen one, oh my God, just
Oh, he's the new,
He's not giving away too much.
he's the new chosen one?
you actually, I'm not giving anything away on that, but
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna hate my upset.
This is a tough game only because the Gamecocks were hot. They finished the year off unbelievably.
Really, they
Probably
did.
one of the best in the entire country.
They beat Tennessee and Clemson.
It was unbelievable how well they finished the year. And it's in South Carolina, which just makes me feel like this is going to be a dogfight. It's the first game in both their year.
Shootout.
I just think because it's the first game of the year and these guys are going to just get used to it, and it's in South Carolina. If it was in North Carolina, I would say shootout. Because North Carolina, I know for a fact, can put up points, and then South Carolina...
Well, they're putting up points wherever they go. They got Drake May.
But not
they got
as
no
much
run game in North Carolina.
That stadium's going to be insane. That's the biggest rivalry game. I'm just going to bet the under here. I don't like either team.
Ooh.
I'm going to go the under
Wow.
just because I think it's going to be a really good game. It's going to be an insane game. The number's so close. I think it's if it's just a good 28-24 game, I'm loving the under. So
They're both scoring 30.
Two very opposite ends of the spectrum there.
I can still win the bet if they both score 30.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love
35
this over. I'm riding with Mario in the over. I absolutely love this. As for the side of the game, I'm actually gonna go with South Carolina plus 2.5.
Yeah, that's the spread. I was a little iffy on.
I think that there's a reason why it's only 2.5 for one of the Heisman favorites. And Spencer Rattler, they finished insane last year.
Yeah.
And he's gonna come back and he wants to play and make a statement in his first game at home, prime time,
against one of the best quarterbacks.
against one of the best quarterbacks in the
you get
league.
ranked.
This is how you get
yeah.
ranked. They're gonna score a million points. It's gonna be 45 to
I don't trust
57.
Rattler.
I don't even know if they have a running back on the roster in North Carolina.
It's
I mean,
this game is going to be
Drake can
electric.
run, too.
It's going to be super exciting to watch. Give me the points, 2.5, South Carolina and Spencer Rattler.
Wow. Okay.
Wow,
So
okay.
everyone's all over the place that game. We had a no pick, an over, a way under, and then an over.
But it's
and-
South
no, and
Carolina.
South Carolina. Yeah. Wow. And then my mortal. So I love
That's
this
a
game.
very all over
The
the
next
place.
game we're going to talk about is going to be Clemson
Your boys.
at Duke Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Because this is the only time they do Sunday and Monday Night Football for college because there's no NFL. Clemson minus 13, over under 55.5. Tate, how are you feeling about this game?
I am not sold on Clemson so far. I absolutely love Duke plus the points. Not ever the outright one. I think that Clemson wins this game 100% of the time. But Duke is going to cover the 13 points.
Ugh,
Ooh.
disgusting.
I think that this clique of something beautiful is Cade Klubnik and Garrett Riley is just going to blossom week 1, and they're going to up Duke. I think they're going to You could bleep this out 17 times. But literally, I'm feeling like
They're going to chance all over that
I'm
Johnson.
feeling that Johnson's going to get rocking with Cade, and it's going to be 41 to 20, just breezy, speezy, Duke
Easy
last
breezy
second
cover
touchdown.
girl. That's their cover.
Easy breezy cover girl.
minus
Yeah.
15,
Cade
lock it up.
Klubnik.
If this was at Clemson, I'd be all over.
That number would also be a lot different.
20.
if it was
Yeah,
at
that's
Clemson.
true.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot higher.
They did not really lose too many home games. I was actually kind of torn on this game.
For about 10 seconds, so then he came out of the dream.
No, I'm completely kidding. This is a murder.
Yeah.
This is an absolute murder. No, let me tell you. People think Duke is people think Duke is going to be good because of Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard is one of the best quarterbacks in the ACC. He's definitely a top 10 quarterback in the country. He's right in that like 8 to 10 range. Last year, threw for 3,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 picks. Like we know he has good numbers.
Rush for 13 touchdowns, 700 yards.
He's a really good quarterback. Yeah. People still have the Clemson taste in their mouth from last season though. Yeah.
It's awful.
Last season was DJU at quarterback. With, who was our offensive coordinator? I don't even know. It was some like trash offensive coordinator who was like internally promoted. Dabo went out and made the biggest offseason hire in college football, getting the #1 offensive coordinator, Garrett Riley, brother of Lincoln Riley. They were paying him a bag. They said in the spring game, they're like, why didn't you really show anything on offense? They go, we're saving everything for week 1. Cade Klubnik had a few games last year against actually really good teams to like play against, to like get his feet under him. I think they put on an absolute clinic. So I am all over Clemson minus the 13. Don't overthink this. We're still one of the top programs in the country, and this game is going way over. Like I think our offense, I think our offense like shows you back to what it was, and I also think Riley Leonard like puts up like 3 touchdowns. We'll have a good defense, but he's still gonna get his. So like way over, and don't overthink this at all. This is a premier blue blood program against a basketball school. Clemson easy.
Yeah, I'm curious about even that Riley Leonard 3 touchdown production. I know we've talked a lot. We could reference North Carolina, Washington, whatever, about having one absolute stud player and they can like hopefully win them the game. This is not the case. Clemson they have a very strong defensive program. Yeah. Along with Duke not having anybody except for Riley Leonard. They're like that math ain't mathin'. Clemson's gonna win by 45. Like it's not gonna be close.
Hope so.
It's not gonna be close.
Holy smokes.
It's not gonna be close.
Mario?
Clemson is not winning by 45. But I do like Clemson here.
Say what you will.
I think this number 13 is a little bit on the low end, and I kind of agree with what Tyler said. I think they're kind of thinking back, like 2 seasons ago was their first season without Trevor. Yeah. And they put all these like high spreads, and Clemson was never covering because they were not the same team. Then last year, everything was super low, and they were kind of like little sweats, but they would kind of cover here and there.
Our offense was painful to watch.
I think, DJ was... That was tough to watch.
And the plays
I'm just going to forget about DJ.
I'd love to know
Cade looks like a much better quarterback. He was kind of iffy last season, but I know he just kind of got thrown in there. So it's
I don't really teams. They put him against Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't really judge him off of last season, but I do see the potential. He's just like a big guy. He has an arm for sure. Yeah. And with the addition of Garrett Riley, I think Clemson is going to cover this 13, but I do think it's going to be a late cover. I think the game's going to be close. And I have a feeling, I don't know why, I just have a feeling that Clemson's defense is not going to be as great this year, but the offense is going to be scoring.
Don't you guys have like 5 returning defensive starters or something like that?
We have more than that, but we also have 2 of the top 5 linebackers in the country.
No, you got players.
Maybe one of the top 5 picks next year's draft, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Barrett Carter.
What?
I don't understand.
What? The defense last year against good teams seemed a little suspect, and that was, I think, a lot to do with losing Brent Venables. I think another year without Brent Venables, you're going to just see, I don't know, it's going to be a little iffy. I think it's going to be, I respect that. I could see the over in this game for sure, but give me Clemson minus 13, but I think they cover in like the 4th quarter.
We'll see. I mean, like that's a totally reasonable take to just say like without Brent Venables, their defense continue to fall off. I actually think the opposite. I think last year we had our defense was really young. We literally brought back almost everybody. Yeah. And we have a lot of like 5th-year seniors on the D line, and then our linebackers who were all sophomores last year, like first-year starting sophomores, are returning this year. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I do love Clemson there. And last game, definitely the best game of the week.
Oh yeah.
Sunday night football.
Oh yeah.
LSU at Florida State. The Tigers minus the 2.5 over under.
How do you feel about that,
58. Yeah, we got to start with
LSU on Sunday night football.
I mean, this game is going to be unbelievable.
As electric as it gets.
I have a lot to say about this game, but I think I kind of want to. Let's start with Tate and maybe work our way down.
Are you saving it for the mortal, or is this you just want to be last?
Maybe kill 2 birds with one stone.
We'll start with Tate. We'll hold on to your take if it's the mortal, but Tate, go ahead.
Well, we all know how I feel a certain way about Florida State. So knowing that they can't possibly win this game. LSU minus the 2.5. This might be the easiest bet I've made the whole year, the entire year. This game is never going to be close.
They can't possibly win.
No, they can't.
No, there's no chance.
Because it's marked down as one of the losses. Oh, Yeah.
Oh, that's sharp.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
They can't possibly win.
Because Tate's take, again, actually, we'll go ahead and throw it up right now.
Yeah.
I do have a hot take.
Let me hear it.
Hot take alert.
FSU will not be relevant at the end of the year.
What do you mean?
I need to explain.
How not relevant?
What do you mean by not relevant?
They won't be ranked.
You think FSU? Wait, hold on.
Oh my God! Clip,
that's
clip, Mark.
that's
clip.
a-
Wait,
oh
what?
my
That's a
God.
They
take.
won't be ranked.
You just saw he said Florida State is not going to be ranked at the end of the season.
Oh, yeah.
That is,
It's a little hot.
I mean, that's as hot as you can get.
I want
It's
to
hot, but
I mean, I don't know.
They might not be
breathe.
ranked.
You're not on the sun. Like it's not that hot.
No, you're in the sun.
Yeah, no, that's
Maybe we're
that's past
part
the
of the
sun.
sun.
We're
You got
chilling on
sent
like
into the sun
we're
and
chilling on like
out the other
Venus,
side.
maybe going to Mercury.
No,
you know,
you're
we're,
floating
we're
between.
not at the sun.
No, that is a wild take. But okay, it's one of your losses. You got to give it to
Yeah.
him. All right, Ryan.
First off, let's make something clear. This over 58 is going to get murdered. These teams are going to score all over each other.
Okay.
Neither of them have that great of defenses, great quarterbacks, in my opinion. I'm not going to strive away from my Florida State. I think being good this year. I've been telling Mario all year that this is the week that they're going to win. I don't mind you taking the plus 2.5. If you're getting the minus 110 versus the plus 150 money line, there's not that much stretch. So if you want the points in case it's some weird score, they win by 1 on a game-winning field goal or something. I do think it'll be a great game. I really do. I don't see either team blowing either one out, especially because it's in Florida State.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just take the Florida State plus 2.5 and the over. But I do love Florida State in this game.
This is a really, really, really hard one for me because I really want LSU to win.
We're sure.
Like, college football is way more fun when LSU is one of the top teams. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
It's so much fun when they're good. Brian Kelly actually looked like he was getting his shit together at the end of last season. Like, the Tigers finished well. Jalen Daniels. What's his name? Jaden?
Jaden.
Jaden Daniels. Yeah. He looked like he could play. Arizona State transfer. But it's in Florida State. That's the one thing that is really holding me back from hammering LSU here because Florida State, when they were in their prime, like Jameis Winston, that place is rock. Tallahassee
Yeah, it's
is
electric.
literally one of the most insane college football environments. They will not be able to hear themselves.
And this is the first year back.
This is the first time Florida State, since they were dominant, is actually ranked this high where people believe it. Like, usually, like, people would rank them high just because they're in the ACC, but they would be like, we all kind of know what's going to happen. This is the first year I'm seeing actual college football people being like, no, they're going to make the college football playoffs. Like, they're going to win the ACC. So they have all the confidence in the world. Their fans are going to be loud the entire
I
game.
was just going to say their fan base might literally not shut up for a second.
Yeah, I have to go Florida State plus the points here. I am not. This is not going to be on my card as like a bet. I'll put like just like a little floater on it just to like have something on the game. But I'm just excited to watch this football game.
Yeah.
This is going to be a beautiful game.
It's going to be a good game.
But give me Florida State. I don't think LSU can go there and get a win.
Yeah, I, similar to Ty, really, really want LSU to win. I am a bigger fan of LSU than I am FSU. But looking at how the public is betting this line, we have 75% for LSU at minus 2.5. Based off my principles and based off what I've seen in history for betting, Vegas doesn't lose on games and lines like that. Take FSU plus
Especially
2.5.
games of the freaking week.
85% of the money also LSU. So like 75% of the bets, 85% of the money. Everyone's
Vegas is
LSU.
Yeah.
rich if Florida State
Yeah.
wins.
Yep.
But also,
At least
the
early in the week.
percentage of money is also probably going to flip much closer to game time. Not necessarily the percentage of like bets.
I mean,
for,
we
but-
don't know that.
Yeah, we won't know.
That's if people bet
All
on
right,
football.
That's
Mario,
true.
your
That's
turn to
true.
shine,
That's true.
brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, you're on crack if you think I'm not taking LSU minus 2.5.
That's
I never
given.
doubt
No,
it.
that's
here's
given.
here's what I will
That's
say about the game because I do have a little bit more to say. But one thing I think people should keep in mind is, and I think this game's going to be really close, is I mean Jordan Travis is entering year 6 in college football,
Which is lit.
No, but
That's a lot.
when you look at people like that old playing college football, like you saw Sam Hartman last week. Like I mean,
Dominated.
you're just on a different level, like maturity wise.
understand the game
You're 23. Is he 23 or 24? It doesn't matter. I mean, you're playing against 18, 19-year-olds. Like
He's more composed.
you're just more composed. You've been there before, and I mean, he looked okay last year. They kind of choked away the game. I don't think he's like a big. What?
Can't play.
Well, he's not a big game player, and this is a big game.
Oh,
and
I
the
like
pressure's
that.
on. I think last year LSU had all the pressure because they were ranked, and I don't think Florida State may have been ranked, but they probably weren't ranked high.
24th.
Yeah, they were ranked really low. I think the pressure's on him. We're going to see how he does under the pressure. I love LSU -2.5, but it's not going to be my mortal.
Okay.
It's not going to be my mortal. But I do think it's going to be a very, very close game.
That's
Yeah.
great.
And it could. And last year, to refresh, in case people forget, we did lose off a missed or blocked PAT to tie the game. They couldn't stop our offense at all in the fourth quarter. I preferably would have liked to seen us go for 2 there.
Yeah.
And if, just hypothetically, if we do go for 2, there was like 14 seconds left, say we get it, that's a win by 1.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's going to go kind of play out similar.
I like
So,
it +2.5 and the over. I think.
but I'm going to be betting the -2.5 because I gotta ride with my
That's fair.
my boys. Go Tigers.
Honestly, taking the money line, I think it's like -120. It wouldn't be that much of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, when the
I think it's
spreads are-
-140 when I saw.
when the
but
spreads
yeah.
are close
yeah,
like
okay.
that, it's always close on the money line.
Yeah.
But wow, I mean, I can't wait. It's gonna
Yeah,
be so
this is a
exciting.
good week.
Don't think
is a
we're
great
done
week.
making picks though. We haven't even started.
No.
Oh no.
We're gonna go through everyone's full cards for week 1 right now. It is time. We are going to give out all of our bets this week. Save the mortals for last. We're going to go cover our upset of the weeks and our mortals after we talk about the cards. But this is every bet that we love this week and we'll be hammering. We're going to start at that end of the table with Mario, go all the way around, and we're just going to give you our picks. We're going to show you what we know about college football and hopefully put our records to the test. Hopefully get some winning records this week.
Please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my card this week is a little bit bigger because there's a lot more games.
Yeah,
So
same.
Makes sense.
I'm going to try to fly through this as quick as possible. So to start off, I got LSU -2.5. I got to ride with my boys. Go Tigers. Let's get that dub. Next on my card, I'm going to have Tennessee -28.
Okay.
I love Tennessee this year. I love Joe Milton. I'm excited for them.
Yeah.
The next game, I thought about actually making it my mortal, but I'm just keeping it on the card. I might sprinkle a lot of money on this though. Stanford,
Sprinkle a lot.
yeah,
It's a heavy rainfall.
I like it.
yeah, a heavy sprinkle. I got Stanford -3.5 at Hawaii. I just don't believe in Hawaii.
Oh, you did. They should have got killed last week.
They should have got killed last week.
One bad play that came back.
is so
It was
bad.
35-14 in the third.
I like that Stanford's quarterback. They got a few returning quarterbacks. They have like 5
They
quarterbacks
usually
on the
have good
roster.
quarterback play. They do usually have good quarterback
And
play.
they have like 4 or 5 quarterbacks this year. I don't know why they have so many.
Use them all.
Those teams are both.
Yeah, they'll use them all. So yeah, whoever ends up being the starter, might be Artie Patu, might be some other guys, who knows? But yeah, they're gonna win by at least a touchdown. So -3.5. This is just a Coach Prime pick. Give me Colorado plus 20.5.
Jesus, no.
TCU, listen.
Listen here.
Listen here. TCU, it's kind of like when Clemson lost Trevor Lawrence. Everyone thought, oh, this is still like a top 4 school. No,
Hey.
no.
Facts.
Well, I mean, it was true at the time, but yeah.
Yeah,
go-
no, this year's different. I'm just saying 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people think based off the season before, oh, they're going to be the same. No. TCU, they're not. That was a dream run. The Frogs, they had a good season, but no, they're going to, Coach Prime's going to show them what some dogs are about. Yeah, they got
What's the line?
plus 20.5.
I might add that. All right, keep going.
As I mentioned before, ECU plus 36.5. Love it. Ohio State -30. USC -38 against Nevada. Listen, Nevada is abysmal.
Yep.
They've always been abysmal. They will stay abysmal. No
Are
one.
you going to lose back-to-back cover weeks?
No, because they got backdoored last week. And listen, they got backdoored. San Jose State. They were better than people thought.
They
Nevada,
were.
people aren't thinking. They know what Nevada is.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, and USC, they got the nerves out. You know, they had a slow first quarter.
Yeah.
They're gonna absolutely dismantle Nevada. They're gonna win by 42. North Carolina, South Carolina over. This is going way over. Clemson -13. Middle Tennessee plus 39.5. Love it. Bama.
Dude, I'm gonna have 45 different sensors this episode.
Okay, make it 46.
And then some quick soccer picks that I like. AC Milan plus 170 against Roma. It's a hard team, hard game. But plus 170 is a little juice. And Christian Pulisic, 3 goals in 2 games. Listen, he's balling. Captain America, the LeBron of soccer, as they say. Tottenham -115 against Burnley. Tottenham's looking good this year. I know their lines are super low, and I think it's literally just because they lost Harry Kane, but they've been balling out. So give me minus 115 money line against Burnley. Man U plus 300. This is just going to be a sprinkle. They're playing Arsenal, but Arsenal, after screwing me last week,
Tough start.
the draw, that was they deserve no respect this week. So this is just the anti-respect. They have to get put in their place. So Man U plus 300. Why not sprinkle a little juice? Liverpool minus 155 against Villa.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that's
Up the
Mike's
Reds.
thing. They're probably going to squeeze this game out. It's not going to be a comfortable game. But Darwin Núñez came in for 20 minutes, scored 2 goals. Maybe they found themselves a new striker. And last
100 mil, baby.
last
100 mil.
but not least, Atletico. They won 7-0 last week. They're playing Sevilla, which is a good team, and they're still minus 250. So I'm going to be probably not hammering this, but maybe like sprinkling a little parlay, just adding that leg in there. I like Atletico
What
this
a
week.
card.
Okay.
And that's my card.
That was a huge card.
Huge card.
That was a huge
We're going to be wagering a little bit of cash this week.
All right,
I love it.
Mike.
Mike, do you have as big of a card?
No, not anywhere near.
Thank God.
We're also sticking strictly to college football.
Yeah.
So we're going to do, I am actually going to throw in the Georgia minus 44.5. I believe, go with the dogs. Michigan ECU under 51.5. Told the reason why. Texas, hook 'em horns. We're going to go with the over a 58.5 as they play Rice. Rice sucks. Texas is great. Rice might put up a touchdown or two. They're going to clear the over. Don't think about it. Just do it. Ohio State minus 30. I hate to do it, but, logically, it makes sense. West Virginia, Penn State, under 50.5. Defense too strong. They're not going to be scoring points. Under.
Over.
He's wrong. Clemson, minus 13. Maybe make it 45. Whatever. Minus 13.
I'll
Clemson,
spread
take
it
the
to
spread.
36.
Yeah, just,
whatever your heart desires.
Just don't think, just do it. And then based off principle, based off the public, because the public is always wrong, FSU plus 2.5, and I'll save my mortals and upsets.
Ooh, I like it, Mike.
Bang.
Very concise. All right. What was that Colorado number again?
Plus
24.
20.5.
All right. That wasn't on my card, but I'm making it on my card.
It's a prime. It's a prime
Yeah.
call.
Colorado plus
Gotta
20
ride
and a
with
half
Coach
for
Brown.
2 reasons. One, first game we get to see Travis Hunter play in Division 1 football, and also
Coach Ron.
I hate TCU.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet against them every single game last year.
And you're telling me Coach Prime's coaching these boys?
And also Coach Prime.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Colorado. I don't even know what the public is on that, but I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Bet it. ECU plus 36.5.
Love it.
Bang.
Ohio State minus the 30. You're going to want to have that game. Bama minus 39. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
I'm going to ride Saban as far as we can go. Although I hate Bama, but bet the game. Clemson minus 13. Another one. Don't overthink it. People are trying to get too complex on this. It's very simple. This is a blowout. San Jose State plus 17 over Oregon State. First game, DJU playing at Oregon State.
The boy.
I hate DJ. He's terrible.
Listen, he throws a tight spot.
No, he's not a Clemson anymore. He's gonna
Wait.
He's gonna run.
Did you
off.
guys see that thing? I think Bleacher Report posted where they said that Oregon State is supposed to be the Big 12 winner.
They're in the Pac-12.
Pac-12 winner.
No,
I mean.
I saw it was like a
It was
hot
something-
take.
something
and they
like
said
that,
That'd be
right?
electric.
Yeah, no.
Holy
I was like,
I'm
what?
sorry. This
Redemption
is
arc for DJ.
I watched them do this with DJ when he went to Clemson. People like don't watch him play for like 6 months, and they're like, well, he's 6'5".
He was a 5-star out of high school. They just see the 5-star out of high school.
Him and Bryce Young were like ranked like almost identically. No. Stop it. San Jose State played a very solid game against USC for at least most of the game. USC had like a punt return, go to the house, a kick return, go to the house, and a couple long balls. Obviously, because it's USC, they're a great team.
Yeah.
They've already played that a really good team this year on national TV. Like, this is one of those games where they're just gonna ride like the momentum of being able to score on a good Pac-12 team. Like,
DJ throws a mean check down.
I love it.
A mean check
excited
down.
for
I don't know if San
I
Jose's seen a check down like DJ. I mean, that 2-yard little out.
No, I love this. Tulane minus 6.5 over South
I
Alabama.
love that.
UT San Antonio minus 1.5 over Houston. Arkansas State plus the 35.5 against Oklahoma. And then I'm gonna save my mortal. Yeah, that's the
All
card.
right, I love that. I'm gonna start off with my Michigan ECU over 52. Already said that. Bing bang boom. Tennessee minus 28. It's at home against Virginia. This is gonna be a freaking murder. Shouldn't even be freaking close. I love it.
Yep.
Bama minus 39. Tyler said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
Tulane versus South Alabama, I have over 52. These teams are going to score a lot of points against each other. Tulane's going to score like 40. It's going to be a big game.
I love Tulane there.
I also have Oregon State versus San Jose State over 55.5. San Jose State proved that they could score. Oregon's ranked 16th in the country. They're going to follow and score. I like the over there. I'm obviously doing Florida State plus 2.5. Lock that in, unfortunately, against LSU. Oklahoma over 58 against Arkansas. Penn State minus 20.5 against West Virginia. Already told you. Clemson minus 13 and the over 55.5. Big points there. I have a North Carolina, South Carolina under 64.5. And then just because I'm 9-1, I think, against Tyler's bet of TCU, I'm going to take TCU minus 20.5. Principal because of the record.
Okay.
I lost the Georgia one, the rest.
That's fair.
So I'm going to take the 20.5.
All right. Nice card. Tate,
Love it.
round us out.
We're going to start out with the Red River murder that's coming earlier this year. Oklahoma's going to beat Arkansas State 63-0.
No.
I love that.
LSU,
It's not on my card, but I love that.
LSU minus 2.5. The UNC South Carolina over 64.5.
Oh my God. You're
UTSA
speaking
minus
my language.
1.5.
Opposite sides.
UTSA minus 1.5 over Houston. They lost Clayton Tune. They don't know what's going on. Give me Coach Prime against TCU plus 20.5.
Tate.
It's like
That was already on the card.
You're just rubbing my Johnson right now.
The Clemson Clemson Duke
Dude.
under 55.5. Give me Miami minus 16.5 over Miami, Ohio.
What is this?
These games are electric.
Northern Illinois, Boston College under 50.5.
Good.
Toledo plus 9.5.
Dude.
Wyoming, Texas Tech under 50.5. Ohio State
I like
minus
the over in
30,
that
and then the Michigan ECU over 54. And my crappy pick of the week,
Oh my god.
Bowling Green plus 10 versus Liberty.
I knew
That
it.
was the crappy pick of the week? Not Toledo
yeah,
or Wyoming.
Tate names
Bowling
like
Green.
Tate has like 6 unranked games in a row, and he goes, and for my worst game of the week, that was electric. See,
No
there's
one
nothing
gives that in-depth analysis like Tate.
No,
those
there's-
those low-stake games no one's
110th
watching.
best team in the country.
There's nothing like a Tate
Holy
card
smokes.
because he's like has to like go on these random streaming websites. He's like, dude, no one has this AAC game. He's like trying to sweat the Liberty fourth quarter.
No one's got this Mountain West game.
No, it's electric.
North
but
Dakota State.
heck yeah. Well, those are the cards. Let's go ahead and give everyone our upsets of the week, our best plus money games, which are our upsets, and the Mortal Lock. We're gonna tell you about the subscriber picks parlay.
Bang.
It is time. Our best bets of the week. First, we're going to tell you what our favorite plus money underdogs are to win outright. And then we're going to go and talk about the mortal locks
baby.
and tell you guys how much you could win just for being subscribed. For the upsets of the week, Tate, kick us off. You are the upset king.
I am the upset.
You love
Yeah,
upsets.
yeah.
Who are we looking at this week? I'm hammering whoever you say.
I've got a big plus money, not big, like it's like medium. We're gonna go with Toledo over Illinois plus 300 this week.
Ooh,
Yeah.
add it to my card.
Guys, I kind of like this quarterback Finn at Toledo. He's coming back. Plus, they're like favorites to win their conference.
You like
so they're not terrible. And Illinois is at the bottom. They have a win total of like 4, I think.
They're a bad team.
And
in a
they're
bad
people.
conference.
It's like minus 140 in the under of 4. Toledo could win this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is like You're
getting 3-1.
Yeah, 3 to
And you
1.
like quarterback Finn.
exactly.
You like Finn.
He's the man. Go Finn. Shout out Finn.
Finn.
All right.
Adventure time.
Shout out Finn.
Yeah,
Shout
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 out
out
Finn.
Finn.
This is for you.
At Toledo.
Yeah. I have Georgia Tech plus 250 over Louisville. It's in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Georgia Tech played really good football last year against good teams. Louisville has a new coach, new quarterback, lost 10 starters. I think this will just be an eye-opener for them. They're just going to have to learn how to play together almost. I think plus 250 for Georgia Tech. Easy.
I am swinging for the fences this week.
Wow.
What?
No, it's just that's a funny way to introduce that.
Yeah, no,
I like it. No, I like it.
I am swinging for the fences this week. I'm about to give you a plus 600 bet, but I need everyone to have it on their cards.
Okay.
It's a must bet.
Tyler,
What?
we may have the same upset.
No, if we do, I'm going to double bet it. I'm going to hammer this. DJU cannot play football. He cannot play football. Oregon State sucks. San Jose State is not only going to cover, they're going to win outright. Plus 600.
Wow.
Lock it in. Upset of the week. It is happening.
Crosses it out.
100% chance. Like, they are... I'm so confident on this, I was almost my mortal. That's how much I love this line.
That would hurt so much if you lost to DJ.
He can't. No. I've seen him play. No, I've watched him play.
He's good.
No.
He throws a tight spiral.
He throws a very
No.
tight
All I
spiral.
heard last year was he's throwing a tight spiral.
That's all I
this week.
heard.
Yeah.
I was blinded, and now I see.
Yeah.
Didn't you change your Twitter handle to DJ for Heisman?
And I quickly removed it.
And now it's Caleb Klubnik for Heisman.
It is that. Yes, it is. But no, San Jose State plus the 600. They're going to get used to winning. I like San Jose State a lot after what I saw last week. Plus the 600, Oregon State. Go ahead.
I'm going to go with South Carolina at plus 115. I
Okay.
think it is way too close of a game. I think South Carolina has a absolute solid, like almost 50-50 chance to win this game.
I love that.
Bring it home, baby. Bring it home.
That's great odds.
Almost solid 50-50.
But, I mean,
Betting the
well,
plus 100.
but not. But it's not.
And it's never bad to go with the home team.
Yeah, fair enough. Home underdogs.
Yeah.
A good bet in college. Mario?
So I already mentioned this game earlier. I love the plus 20.5. But,
No way.
But you know,
Wow.
listen. People forget Coach Prime, Hall of Fame
no one's seen
corner. No one's seen him, but hey, listen.
It's the best
This-
opportunity. No one's seen
What
it.
is this number?
This is a number, okay?
1100.
This is purely. Listen, I feel it in my plums. This,
Oh,
plum call.
this is a plum
God.
call. It's a plum call. We
God.
gotta ride with the plums.
All right.
This is Colorado over TCU plus 665.
Wow.
I might parlay.
Let's go Prime.
I'm going to parlay your upset and my upset. Let's go Prime.
Oh, we're
my
gonna be millions.
no, we might make $1 million next
We might make $1 billion.
We might make $1 billion.
You would actually make a
You
bet.
guys
no,
might
no.
lose everything.
No.
Yeah, or that.
I don't have to wager much.
There's a 0
Plus 670 or whatever.
Yeah, you just put 1,000 on it. No, there's a 0%
You gotta win $1 million
chance.
somehow.
Maybe a light sprinkle 500.
I just ran the numbers in my head. There's literally a 0% chance both San Jose State and Colorado lose outright. It can't happen.
It can't happen.
Yeah, no, it literally can't happen. But that's sharp. That's as good as you get.
Hopefully we get one of those.
I thought my Toledo take was,
It was pretty
out
hot,
there.
but we're bringing the heat over here.
All right,
we
yeah,
got it. This is called research. These are numbers.
yeah.
Speaking of research and numbers,
Bang.
Mario, you're gonna kick us off on this one. These are our mortal locks. So we are going to give out our best bets of the week as we did last week. We're gonna parlay all 5 of these, and after we give out the picks, we're gonna tell you how much a parlay of all 5 of these bets pays. If it hits, we're giving you guys the money. Mario, what's your game of the week?
Game of the week. I mentioned earlier, it's the LSU Florida State game. I wanted so bad to go with the minus 2.5, but I think it's going to be a really close game. I could see like a field goal for the win, but I do like LSU. I am going to obviously ride with the minus 2.5, but that's not my mortal. The mortal of this game is it's free money. It's the over.
Yes.
The over.
I like
I mean,
that.
this is
I do
going to
like
be.
that.
I mean, both teams are
Add that on the
scoring.
card.
Both teams might legitimately score like 38 points. This is going way over.
Add it to my card.
I like it.
Add
like
it to
that.
the card.
I like it.
Let's
It's on
go.
my card times 5 now.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Yoon, Michael, how are you feeling?
I mean, I talked about it for a second, but Michigan doesn't have 2 of their best defensive stars. They also have 2 questionable of their top 2 receivers. ECU plus 36.9. It's the easiest line. It's free!
ECU.
I think it's a tough
Why do
one.
we,
love it
why
so
do we
much.
have
Michigan.
ECU in the mortal?
That's
love
what
it.
I'm saying.
So many
It's
points.
ECU.
You know what, Mike? I hope you're the sharpest human alive.
ECU.
It's in the parlay.
ECU.
I love it.
It has been decided. It's been
bang.
decided. It's been decided.
It's on the
I love it.
And I'm gonna decide something right
gonna be
here
a first
as
half
well.
cover.
Let me tell you something.
Second half.
Let me
covered
tell you
by
something about this North Carolina South Carolina game.
Yeah.
I heard Mike saying what he said about South Carolina at home. They're underdogs. Oh no. There's a reason they're underdogs at
Yeah.
home. North Carolina minus 2.5 is an all-in mortgage the house, put the kids in daycare, run to the bank, grab all the cash, go to Vegas and put it on this line. There is a 0% chance they don't cover. Drake May is the best player in the country. He's the best quarterback in the country. This offense is going to explode. South Carolina is a bad football program.
No, they're not.
Wait, what happened?
What do you mean though? What do you mean no? They're not.
I mean, no, they're not.
How are they not bad? They
Who'd
have
they
been
beat last-
awful.
Tennessee and
They had an over 500 record last year.
Last year was the first year in like 7 years they've been relevant. And they weren't even that relevant last
They're
year.
bad.
No, they're not bad. Wait, I'm sorry.
What happened to all the people that mortgaged their house last week on the USC?
Dude, yeah, I was just gonna say by the week 4,
they're gonna
Ty's
get a
gonna
new
have
house
like
this week.
That's gonna take out his 4th mortgage.
And the house is going to be much bigger. Don't listen to Michael. He literally knows nothing about South
Good
Carolina.
Lord.
Going to Clemson, I know way too much about this program. They are literal ass. They were only good at the end of last year because they beat 2 good teams. And those teams also, if you look at who was playing in those games, weren't at their full strength. So I am all over this UNC line. Drake May is him. Looked over. Surprisingly being looked over this preseason.
Yep.
Like, people at like 6 or like 4 months ago had him as number 2 in the quarterback rankings, number 2 in Heisman. He's down to like 7. I saw on some list that he was like 8th best football player in the country. They had him behind Jordan Travis and Jalen Daniels. There is no way.
No.
He is not at least the 2nd best player in the country. And this South Carolina team is way overhyped.
There's no way Jordan Travis is better than Drake.
No, this South Carolina team is not good. Like, all in, mortal, I am all over it. This bet will be bigger than the bets I make on every other game on my card. When I have 10 games.
Well,
This will be a 20-unit play.
it's good to know that it is impossible to hit
that's
our
right.
We cannot hit our upset and all of our picks. That is impossible. With Michael's +1. They'll be fighting during the game right here.
This guy knows nothing about South Carolina. I can't wait to watch this
Is
game.
there
Hey, I mean, if like as long as our mortals align and don't like conflict with each other.
No,
we're
no,
good.
I was just funny. Also,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah,
bias
yeah.
in that at all.
No, well, there's.
I mean,
I know you hate South Carolina.
No, I have bet on South Carolina before, but I am telling you, I've watched them play. Like, this is a team I've watched play so many times.
Why is it so small?
What do you mean?
Why is it only 2.5?
This is at home at a night game.
It's kind of
Like-
the same thing for Florida State. They're home, and they're the underdog.
One of them was ranked.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
South Carolina.
We'll see. Well, I mean, I hope it wins.
South Carolina
on the mortals.
not ranked. Yeah.
North Carolina hopefully kills them.
Yeah.
I have just the freest bet ever. Like, we will all be consensus in this. Won't even be a sweat for any of you guys. Washington minus 14.5.
Yeah, I'll take
It's
that.
just
I like it.
hammer,
Yep.
hammer, hammer. Like,
Love it.
they're going to score. It's not even the fact that Washington like is covering the 14.5. It's the fact that they can score 50 and they will, and Boise State can't. Like, they just literally
Yeah,
can't.
they actually-
Like, there's just no way. They have a second-year coach. They have a new quarterback. They have there's nothing going to happen. They're returning, like, I think they lost like 8 starters, like, not to the draft because they're terrible. But Boise State has no one. Washington's that team. Penix on his back. Never doubted it. Watch this. Easy bet.
I like it.
I like it.
Tate, round us out.
All right, we're going to go with the Wisconsin and Buffalo under 54.5.
Dude,
I love
where did that come from?
Okay, we all know how much Wisconsin loves to run the football, and if they're going to run the football, they're going to be burning clock. And if Buffalo somehow decides that they figure out how to stop this offensive attack on the ground, then they're not going to score a lot of points. And Buffalo, when they play Big Ten teams, first game of the year,
Let me hear it.
they score like 10 points.
Oh,
Was this 1 year? Last year?
No, last year they scored like 20, I think.
oh,
The year before they scored 10.
So the year before that,
never get
they
above
scored
10.
36.
They average
That guy
15.
Braden Allen's going to have 300 yards. 3 times.
Buffalo never
fine.
plays
Give me the
teams outside of their conference, and they're playing a Big Ten team in Wisconsin who people like to win.
So like
And
38-7.
Wisconsin, yeah, what? Yeah.
I hope you agree.
Yeah, no, Wisconsin has a top 10
No,
defense
that's too
in
much.
the
We
whole
need it
country.
closer.
Yeah.
Wisconsin has a preseason ranking top 10 defense in the whole country.
Yeah.
Buffalo's not going to score. I mean, they might score maybe one touchdown. And then, and Wisconsin. So if they score one touchdown,
I love
Wisconsin's
I
not
love
putting
that.
up 40,
No, I actually love that under so much.
47 points. Yeah.
So, boys, if these 5 bets hit,
Let's run
we
the
are going
numbers.
to be giving out $1,268 to one subscriber. let me
it's
just
so
clarify
free.
that for you.
It's so free for them.
Here are the 5 bets. The over in the LSU game, ECU plus 36.5,
Bang.
North Carolina minus 2.5, Washington minus 14.5, and the Wisconsin Buffalo under. Those 5 bets hit, we are going to be giving one subscriber over $1,250. Let's freaking go.
hit this. Come on.
Let's
Oh,
go,
yeah.
boys. Let's hit it this week.
We're hitting it.
This is the week we're going to do it. I feel so confident. Week 1, we are ready to roll. Tate, just tell the people what they need to do before they go ahead and exit the video.
Like, comment, subscribe, baby, share. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to put that little notification bell. Yeah, turn it on.
Yeah.
Turn it on.
Turn it on.
Ding, ding, ding.
We'll see you guys next week. Let's go.